What's up, YouTube? Back with another video. About to do the Wickerbill install on the vehicle here, man. Got everything taped off, ready to center out where you know, the center hole is going to be drilled on this thing. We're gonna of course utilize the divot that comes on the light here to do that. Shout out to Rhino 392, albino Rhino 392. Sorry, buddy, if I'm butchering your name, but I think it's albino Rhino 392 if I'm not mistaken. He got his Wickerbill installed by a guy. Can't remember his tag, but he did a great job on installing, man. You know, using nickels to kind of gauge the height. You know, he was very thorough in his description, man, and good guy, good install, man. I'm gonna kind of utilize some of those tips. I was gonna use the nickels, but I think I'm gonna kind of see how that goes with the nickels, and then maybe even use, because I have a little gap on mine, because I replaced the foam tape on my Hellcat spoiler that I purchased, because I actually got an OEM Hellcat spoiler, and I replaced the foam tape myself by buying some foam tape online, and the tape is a bit thicker than what standardly comes on the spoiler, so I can kind of use that gap as my line of height. So I may use that, or I may go ahead and use the nickel trick, not really sure though. But first thing that he did do, he used a piece of cardboard where he kind of pressed up against here to identify the line for it was the camera in their case, because he had a camera on his car, but I don't, so I'm going to use this divot here for me. But I'm going to do that first, guys, and once I get that lined up, I'm going to mark the center, and I'll show you guys what that looks like. Be right back in a sec. All right, guys, went ahead and did the first riv nut here in the center, lined it up with the divot here. Looks like it's centered for the most part. Now I'm going to go with the rest of the riv nuts around. It's not really too difficult. Start off with your 1/8, then step it up to I think it's a 9mm that I'm doing, and then, you know, crush it with your riv nut tool. You'll be on your way. Gonna get all these done, show you the finished product. What's up, guys? Got it all on. All the riv nuts are completed. Did a pretty good job. It wasn't too difficult to do. Now I will say this one on the end here, I think I got too much vinyl caught behind it, so it's kind of protruding a little bit, but I don't think it will really hurt anything when it's said and done. I told you guys before I have to rewrap this thing because it's a terrible job on the wrapping at the bottom, but Wickerbill is going to hide a lot of it, but not all of it, so not too upset about it. But overall, man, wasn't too hard of an install. I'm going to go ahead and install it and put it on, let you guys see how it looks. I think it's going to look really badass, man. So far the car looks good, man. All these shavings need a wash, but the install is cool. Please excuse the kids in the background. I guess they're having a good time, but yeah, let's get this thing on. I'll give you guys an after photo. Alright, guys, I want to show you guys the finished product of how it looks on the car. Looks amazing. Only thing I can say is one of my screw holes was not done that well. Have a little gap here, but I plan on taking off the other bolts and seeing if I can get that lined up. But other than that, man, looks pretty damn good on the car. Sweet look, man. I suggest this mod for all Chargers, 15 and up, and even the versions that are for the older model. But it looks damn good. All right, guys, just want to show you guys how it looks fully installed and fully on the car. And don't forget, man, subscribe, like, comment, let you know how you're thinking about my process. I really didn't go too much in detail on this one. Just kind of simple. It's not too hard and difficult on the process, man. All you really do is the lining up is the most important part. Make sure you line that thing up. As far as the drilling of holes, it's not that bad because you're going through plastic, so it's not much resistance.
I'm not really a driller, but I'm not really a driller, but even this was easy for me. So drilling not the problem, it's really lining it up, making sure you line up those holes. Well, my suggestion would be make sure you line up those holes while you have the Wickerbill either taped. I would say taped to the placement of where you want it. Make sure you do that first, and then mark your holes. Don't try to mark a hole at a time, or at least for me that wasn't a good idea. I think it would have been beneficial if I would have taped the Wickerbill up to the car first in place, and then marked holes as it was taped onto the spoiler. That would have helped a lot. But yeah, again guys, man, like, subscribe, comment, let me know what you guys think.